So this problem is a continuation of what we talked about before on the case of having beams, getting the shear force and bending moment diagrams for beams while they have intermediate hinges. Okay? So it's a little bit of a special case, but it's special area. Because you can find it typically. Right. So first step we said is that you need to get the reaction. By the way, this thing is drawn here, this I beam and this I beam and this I beam, the beams are just resting on them. That means, technically speaking, this is just a roller support. And actually, these are rollers. Because they are not restraining horizontal motion. Okay? This is a hinge. Right. So I have here a reaction, I call it YF, YE, YB, and YD. So I'll start with what? I'll start with getting the reactions. Which one should I start with? If I take sigma FY, I'll have 4 unknowns. So I'm actually this is called D. So this is D. This is point E. It's beside E. Sorry, at E. So I'll take a moment at E and look there. Look right hand side. Okay? So sigma moment about E, and write me here which direction, which side are you looking at. Okay? Right. Equals 0. Equals 8 times 4 minus the distance 8 feet times YF. Therefore, YF is equal to 4 kips up. So this came to be 4 kips. Then after that, similarly, I'll take sigma moment about C. Right bottom. Equals 0. Equals what? It's equals to, again, the 8. So you have what of 8? 4 plus 2 plus 4 is what? 10. So you have the 8 times 10. Minus this 4 that I have just got times what? This whole distance, which is what? The 10 plus 4, which is 14. So minus 4 times 14. Minus 4 times YD. صح؟ كل الكلام ده equals 0. Therefore, YD equals كام؟ نشطب فوق كده 4 ومعلومة 4 كده بقى 2 20 minus 14 is what? Is equal to 6 kips up. So this is 6 kips. Sorry. Now I can take the moment globally back for the whole thing at A. So sigma moment about A equals 0. Equals. So that mean YB. I got this one, I got that one, I got YB now. So I'll have this float, the 2 kips per feet, times the distance, which is what? 12, times the centroid, which is what? 6. And I have my load 8, and this distance is what? This was the 10 plus 12, this is 22, plus 8 times 22. Minus, starting from here, minus 4 times this total distance, which is what? 4 plus 4 is 8, plus 2 is 10, plus 8 is 18, plus 8 is 26. Okay? Minus 26 times 4. And now this will be 16. 8 plus 4 plus 4. Minus 16 times 6. Minus 8 YB. therefore YB تطلع كام؟ عايز يحسب لنا.
احنا النهارده هناخد سكشن كده لحد ما نخلص
هنجيب الرياكشنز النهارده. اه. اوكي؟ هناخد بقى سيجما اف واي كويك واي ايه؟ ها؟ يبقى دي واي بي 15 المفروض مش هو اللي اشتغل.
ايه؟
مش هو اللي اشتغل. انت اللي اشتغل. اه. انت عايز تحسبش حاجه تاني.
حد استنى شويه.
اوكي؟ يلا 15 كده. بعد كده سيجما اف واي equals 0 equals خلوا بالكم بقى I have YA plus 15 plus 6 plus 4 minus 8 minus 2 times 12. Therefore, YA تطلع كام؟ So, this is a 24, 24, this is a 32, 32. 32 minus 4, this is 28. Minus 6, this is 22. Minus 15, this is 7. Up. Okay? Please double check what I have done now. After that, I'll go my shear force diagram. This is my shear force diagram. Are the reactions correct? دي أهم حاجة يا جماعة. We need to make sure that your reactions are making sense, correct, before doing anything else. Okay? Right. I receive the 7, I go up. So this is 7K. Then I'll have a gradual decrease because it's uniform. We said we take a section before and after each change in geometry or a load. So I take a section before B and after it. So before B, what's the value here? Before B. Before B I have the 7 minus 2 times 8. So this is what? Negative 9. Right? So I get this value, this is negative 9. Then I receive the 15 up. 15 minus 9 is what? 6. Okay. Then at C, if I take a section at C, I'll see the 6K minus what? 2 times 4. So this is negative 2. بصوا بقى هيبقى عندي ايه؟ Negative 2. So you notice something. خلي بالكم how many crosses I have? 2. So actually this is what we call local maximus. Local maximum. This is a local maximum this way and that's a local maximum this way. يعني حتى the mathematicians would call it local maximum. Okay? One of the طبعا will be larger than the other. From looking at the thing, the areas of these triangles, 90% of the case this one will be larger. And this will be the one governing the design. When you go and design the beams, you will design based on this one. Okay? Then the negative 2 will remain constant because there is nothing happening. Will remain constant. For 4 feet until receiving the 6 feet vertical action here. So this will be a 4K. Okay? This will be a 4K. And the 4K will remain constant until it receives the 8, which will get it down to negative 4. And the negative 4 will remain constant until until it receives the 4, which will get closer to 0. So this is my band. In a beam, you must always have this. In a frame, الدنيا هتلخبط شوية. امسكوا في الفريم ده بس. اوكي، الفريم ده حقيقي. اوكي؟ تمام؟ طيب يحتاج بس you need to understand how it be closed. خلاص؟ طيب. Then, anybody has a question here? All good with the sheet force? So let's move on to the bending moment diagram. The bending moment diagram, we said in the bending moment, in a typical classical case, we take only one point, which is before and after, only one point, except if you have a concentrated moment, we said you need to take a section before and after. Okay? However, you are taking moment at a point. It's a rare shape. You do not have abrupt changes in the moments unless you have a concentrated moment. Okay? Fine. So this thing first question again, first question. Where are my 0 moments?
In the beginning and the end.
Beginning and the end. ما شاء الله. الناس بتذاكر اهو. ما شاء الله ما شاء الله ما شاء الله. Okay. طيب. Beginning, the end, and the طيب. We have maximus? Yes, we have maximus. We have here maximum. We have another local maximum. طيب. By the way, you can start with the move from any direction, anyway. But let's look here. So again, I'll call this distance x1, and this distance is 8 minus x1, to get the similarity of these triangles. So here, x1 over 7 is equal to 8 minus x1 over 9. نحط absolute value مش تاني. Okay? Over 9. So 9 times x1, and so here I'll have a situation after sending each one on the side. So 16 x1 will be equal to 8 times 7. Therefore, x1 is equal to 3.5 feet. So this x1 is 3.5 feet. And then, right. So I'll take a section here. Look there. By the way, in this case, it's a very straightforward. You can just calculate the area of this triangle. بس لو فيها مشكلة, if you are confused about this, and also I don't recommend always doing that. We will calculate it. Help just by a section. So taking this section, I'll see what's positive. The positive is my action is going up. Wants to do like this. Okay. So 7 times 3.5 minus the distributed force 2 times the distance 3.5 times 3.5 over 2. So the end result will be 3.5 squared, by the way. How do I say 3.5 squared? This is 10 points. 11. I get 11. Approaching 11. Okay?
12.25.
Can?
12.25.
Okay. 3.5 squared is 12.25. Okay. 12.25 kept feet. So this value is 12.25. I'll place it here then. طبعا in order to draw the curve I need a third value which will be the moment at B. The moment at B هنا بقى I need a section for it. Okay? So this section, looking at this section like that, and looking there, I'll see 7 times. Now this distance is 8 minus 2 times 8 times 4. This is the centroid. Right. So this is a 56 and this is a 64. 56 minus 64, this is negative 8. Select the units and 9. By the way, you should always guide the units. Okay? So this is kip feet. And this is negative 8 kip feet. I connect them like this. اوكي تمام. طيب then here I have 6k 2k. By the way, without doing similarity of triangles, this is 3/4 and this is 1/4. بس عايزين نروح نأكدها ماشي. يعني you wanna prove it? Let's prove it. So this is x2. This is can 4 minus x2. So هعملها فين؟ Okay, so x2 over 6 equals 4 minus x2 over 2. Therefore, 8 x2 is equal to 6 times 4. Therefore, x2 equals 24 over 8 is 3. فطبعا فعلا 3/4. This is 4, this is 3/4 of 4, this is 3 feet. By the way, يعني taking you should if you take a moment from this side or that side مش فارقة. كده كده يعني. تمام؟ طيب. So now I take a section here and calculate my movement. My movement would be simply I take this whole distance. This 3 is from here. So this whole distance is came 8 plus 3 is what? 11 feet. Right? Right. So here it's my moment will be the 7 times 11. And YB, which is 15 times 3. Minus that, minus 2 times 11 times 11 over 2. Gini came. This is 11 squared, 11 squared is over 121. So this is 77 plus 45 minus 121. Okay? 1. 1. واحد يكون. Okay? زي ما قلنا, just from the order of the drawings, you can see that this value came to be larger flat. And look, I'm giving you these hints عشان if you get something like this in an exam and you get this number larger than that number, like you should feel something wrong. فاهمين الفكرة ايه؟ You should feel that there's something. When will you get this feeling? When you solve a lot. Solve a lot. You guys, I gave you solved examples. Go ahead and solve them. Okay? تمام? So this is 1. What about C? ما احنا C عارفين انها 0, so this will be the shape. We know the C is 0. تمام؟ طيب. What else? ايه؟ خلاص واقفين 0. Okay? Immediately. Huh? But what's happening here بقى? I have an action at E. I have a negative moment. Positive, negative, whatever. I have a moment at E. I need to get it. So I take another section. And look there بقى. أسهل. Okay? Taking this section and looking there, I get what? I'm looking there. This is the positive, smiling, smiling. Taking this one, smiling. So it's 4 times 4 times 4 plus 4 plus 2 times 4. So this is 4 times 10 minus 8 times 6. 40 minus 48, this is negative 8. Of the negative 8. How will I connect them? Simply a straight line here and a straight line here. ده مش بس بقى انا عايز حد يخمن what would be the value here. At this point. Okay. I told you this before. والexample حلناها مع بعض. قلنا نقدر نخمنها ازاي. The constant shear force. That means that this slope is constant. So I can simply extrapolate this line. But this value is 2, this value is 4. So this is an 8, this must be a 16. Let's check it. This should be a 16. Let's double check. Take a moment here and look there. 4 times 4 is 16.
بعدين نقفل.
هنقفل. Okay. As simple as that. خلاص؟ Any questions? Any issues? Okay. So that was actually the most يعني مش most complicated يعني it's not complicated